Big sister advice are just things that I have learned in 18, almost 19 years of life. Part 2. You're not pretty like her, you're pretty like you, and that is so much more special. The right ones won't leave because what is meant for you will stay. Don't adapt to the energy in the room, influence the energy. There is so much strength and so much bravery in being soft. It's okay to be selfish sometimes, and I could argue that it's very necessary. In order to heal, you have to face every single emotion that you feel. Confidence is so much more powerful than you think, and yes, sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. The uneven freaking dots. You're not gonna make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy, and that is okay. Forgive often and don't hold grudges, but do not let anybody walk all over you. You are your home, so you should always take care of yourself first. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the fact that you are your greatest adventure. Like, you are the biggest project you will ever have. It's you. Should I try to do my makeup with my feet the next video? Every single thing that happens in your life happens for a reason. That's why you have to trust the universe. You have to trust it. It's on your side. Most people you meet in your life are learning experiences, so you have to learn how to be okay with saying goodbye. Do not feel weird or embarrassed about things, because I swear people are not thinking about it as hard or as much as you. Like, nobody cares how much, I swear. Make to-do lists, because they always help, especially like scratching them off like throughout the day. That is amazing, and it actually motivates you. Never dismiss somebody else's feelings, especially because you might not understand it, but you don't know what they're going through or who you might be saving. You don't have to have it all figured out, because it is never too late to start learning, so it's okay. Do not stress, don't worry. Be the person that you would look up to. Say I love you more often, because you never really know. Know that bad days happen, so that way you can really truly appreciate the good ones. I will make these until the day I die, because I know that sometimes it feels like the entire universe is against you, but I hope you know that there are people out here, strangers, rooting for you and that actually care about you and love you. Like, this is not like, oh, like, no, I'm being so serious, like, genuinely. Anyways, if nobody said I love you or give you kisses today, I love you very much. Toodles.
Teenager tips, but as your big sister. Y'all know I got y'all with all the tips, and I experienced all this myself, so I really got you. First off is, do not let a boy take over your life. I don't care what the circumstance is, girl. Whether it's a boyfriend, whether it's a situationship, whether it's a sneaky link, whether it's, I don't know. Don't let it consume you to the point where you're letting it take away from your daily life. You're not getting things done. You're not being as nice to your family. You're not being as nice to people around you. All because of a boy. No, we're not doing that around here. We don't do that around here. No boy is going to change our perception of ourselves. They're not going to change how we treat nobody. It's just not worth it, girl. Like, it's not worth it. You'll see in a couple years that it was just that situation. You should have never spent more than 20 minutes on it. My next tip is to just stay out of all the problems. I don't care if it's your friends, your best friends. It be the people closest to you that you wouldn't expect to just turn on you. Don't get yourself into no problems that somebody else wouldn't get themselves into for you. Or just don't get yourself into any problems at all. I'm telling you, girl. I'm telling you, you're going to look back and you're going to be so happy that you listened to me. Because this is where you start to lose yourself. When there's problems, when there's drama, when there's boy issues and things going on, this is when you start to lose sight of yourself and your good energy, your happy energy, you know? Don't lose sight over yourself over something like this, girl. I'm telling you, listen to me. Also, y'all, 99% of the time, those trio friend groups do not be working out. Somebody's gonna get left out. You know what I'm talking about. I know some of y'all been in a friend group and you the one that's walking in the back. No one's including you. They're talking, whispering without you. What? No, girl. If you in a situation like that, respectfully remove yourself. Tell them, like, I'm good. I don't want to be in a situation like this. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm left out, because I know my worth. I'm better than y'all. I'm better than that. For y'all to just be treating me like I'm not something, if you know what I mean. And when you actually have the courage to just get up and walk out of somebody's life, the more seriously people will take you. Don't let nobody walk all over you. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Stand your ground, girl. Let people know that you're serious about how you are. You're serious about your intentions. You're serious about your friends. I hope this helped you, girl, because I really was just going with the advice. I love y'all.
Let me be the big sister that I never had, and let me answer some common things I've been getting asked in my DMs from you guys. First of all, I'm so happy you guys feel so comfortable enough to come to me and ask me things. I absolutely love it. A lot of the times people are asking me about like developing here and being insecure that a lot of their friends have started wearing bras or getting boobs and they are not. Let me give you a different perspective on this, because I actually was one of the girls who was the first one in my grade to get boobs and start wearing a bra. I started wearing a bra in 3rd grade. I'm not even saying that to like flex or be like I'm saying that because I truly wished I didn't have them. I was so insecure. I would come home from school and tell my mom I wish I didn't have boobs. I would wear sports bras to make myself look as flat as possible so I could look like the other girls. And it's probably hard to fathom that, but I always tell myself everybody wants what they can't have. I couldn't have a flat chest, and you are upset because you can't have big boobs, but your time to have big boobs will come, and if it doesn't come, you get like A cup, B cup boobs. That's fine. And I understand it's really hard to understand that right now because all your friends are probably like wearing push-up bras and boys you feel like them better, but trust me, the time for that will come. Another thing I have also been getting asked about a lot in the same realm of that is that people are insecure that they haven't gotten their period yet, or like when should they go to the doctor. I'm not a doctor, so like I don't want to give medical advice. If you feel like something is wrong, please tell your mom, please go to the doctor. But I will say that there is a wide range for you to get your period. I started my period at 10, but I do know of girls who started their period at 9, and I also know of girls who didn't get their period till 16. Another thing I've been getting asked a lot about is tampons still. I know tampons are so scary. I know it's so hard to figure it out. I've made 2 videos on tampons already. They're in this playlist, so if you want to check those out, you can. But I will say a lot of it is mental, okay? Let me tell you, there's way bigger things that are supposed to go in and out of that place. So if you're telling yourself the tampon won't fit, yes, it will. Trust me. I'm not gonna like do a whole anatomy lesson right now, but there's 2 holes, one of which is the only one that it will fit in. It's pretty big. So if you want to get a mirror and look down there, or go on Google and Google an image of what it's supposed to look like, you'll be able to see. Also, if you want to use a mirror while you're trying to put a tampon in to see where it's going to help you, that might be a better option for you than just like doing it blind. If you have any more questions or want me to touch on any more subjects, you can comment or you can DM me. If you don't feel comfortable commenting, I'm an open book. I'll answer anything. Bye.
Let me give you guys a few random period tips that literally no one will ever tell you. Let me be your big sis for a second, or little sis. I don't judge. Some of these I didn't even learn until like later on. Like your mom is not going to tell you these things. These are things you kind of just pick up as you get older, as you get more experience, as you have more periods, as you bleed more. And if you don't like me talking about blood and coochie, get out of my class. You guys are just going to have to ignore my hair in this video. I don't know. But number 1, you can in fact pass out from inserting a tampy. Speaking from experience. I wish someone would have told me that. That would have been nice, because I hate the feeling of passing out. Story time. This actually happened to me not too long ago. I think I was like 18. This was a few years ago. I was at my cousin's pool party and I started my period. Mind you, before this, I had never tried a tampon in my life. I was scared of them. I was a pad girly all the way. I still am. This was my first and last time using a tampon. I really wanted to swim that day, so I go up to my cousin and I ask her for a tampon. Mind you, she's like 5 years younger than me. Like, I was humbled that day. But she gives me like the, really small tampons, smallest tampons they probably sell. And I stuck that hoe up my coochie, and I think my sister was there trying to help me insert it in the bathroom too, because that was like my first time, and she like saw me pass out. I think I only had it in like halfway, and I was just like like literally passed out on the toilet with my sister in there. She was confused. I was confused. I thought I was dying, but I googled it later, and apparently that happens to some girls. Not all girls, but I'm never putting a tampon in my coochie. A man invented tampons, and I don't trust that. I don't know the scientific reason on why it makes girls pass out, but I went through that to be able to tell you guys that, so now you know. What's another weird unspoken one? Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to explain this right. Okay, so you guys know when you take a shower and your period stops in the water because water stops the flow, Like, girl, if you don't have things prepared for when you get out, your whole bathroom will look like you unalived someone, you know what I mean? A lot of y'all might already know this, but have your tampon, have your pad ready to go right outside of your shower, like on your toilet or whatever. Have your pad like on your underwear already, like, nicely prepared. You're not gonna want to put your underwear or your pad on yourself when you're like sopping wet, So this is something that I kind of taught myself, like right when you get out, like try to dry like around the area, like your inner thighs, your ass, like, you know what I mean, with a towel. Try not to get your coochie because your towel will be stained. But anyway, take some toilet paper and then like wipe yourself like you're like after you went pee or something, so like the water gets off of like your coochie, so you can put a pad on your dry body. You know what I mean? I don't know. Basically, right after the shower, make sure you dry off your cooter with toilet paper. You don't want to put a pad on your wet cooter. But yeah, that's it for today. I really hope this helps someone, and let me know what kind of other girly tips videos I should do. I love you guys. Bye.
Buckle in, baby, because it's time for your routine big sister hygiene advice. We have a lot to cover today, right? So we're not sugarcoating anything. If you're old, if you're young, if you don't have a big sister, if you're a single mom or a single dad, just listen up. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Okay, let's go. You need to be washing your hair once it itches and stinks. Okay, I know everyone says don't wash your hair, it's so healthy for it. Wash your hair if it itches and stinks. Your hair's not gonna grow if it's itchy and stinky. I hate to tell you this, it's not going to. Don't sit in a wet bathing suit for too long. You're gonna get a yeast infection. Similarly, don't sleep in your jeans. Do not sleep in your jeans. Don't want you feeling stinky and itchy. Okay, you need to not sleep in jeans. Also, you need to be wearing cotton underwear. I know they have those cute seamless, the cute silky one. You need cotton underwear. Cotton absorbs moisture. It keeps you from getting stinky and itchy. Please listen to me. Continuing on how to prevent getting stinky and itchy, don't have intercourse with someone who just worked out or someone who just was in a pond. I can tell you from experience, right? You're gonna get a yeast infection. It's gonna be horrible. Make sure the person's clean and like freshly showered at least. Like that's minimal. I know it's hard to wash your face before bed every night, but please at least take micellar water and get your mascara off. Mascara to bed equals styes and infections. So take your mascara off minimally. Wear socks. Wear socks. That's what prevents athlete's foot. You don't want your feet stinky and itchy either. Clean underneath your toenails. Clean underneath your toenails. I know we all pick at our nails all day to make sure the dirt's out of there, but do the same thing to your toenails every week. Also, if you're treating yourself, you're going to a nail tech to get your nails done, please make sure that they're pulling out a brand new file. You simply will just get an infection or fungus if they're not using clean stuff, so please make sure they have a fresh file every time. This is the most important thing. When you're wiping your ass and your cood, front to back. Front to back. Piss and then poop. Not poop then piss. Please hear me on this one. There's so much confusion. Front to back. Always reach behind, front to back. Avoid anything scented on your cooter. Always. No scented soap, no scented lotion. I know if you're going to a sneaky link, you want to be fresh. Okay, put it on the inner thigh, not the crotch. Pee when you're done at your sneaky link. Always pee when you're done. And of course, here's some things that are not hygiene. You wouldn't talk to your friends like that. Don't talk to yourself like that. Duh. You are hot. You are sexy. You are gorgeous. You need to tell yourself that. People online are putting on a facade. Don't compare your lives to them. Never start smoking nicotine ever in your life. And lastly, your sleep schedule affects everything in your life, everything regarding mental health. Get to bed, okay? I love you so fucking much. Bye.
Can I give y'all some more big sister advice real quick? Make the hard decisions now for the sake of your future self. Stop staying in situations because you're comfortable when you know it's not conducive to what you want and who you want to be in the future. For example, I was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. I knew for the lifestyle that I wanted to live in the future and for the woman I wanted to be, I could not stay there. So what did I do? I moved out of my parents' house with $600 in my pocket during a global pandemic. Yeah, I wasn't playing. Did I miss my parents? Yes. Did I miss the comfortability of not having any responsibilities? Yes. But guess what? I had to make that hard decision for the sake of my future self. And if I did not make that decision, I would not be living this lifestyle today. Even in relationships, I've dated guys that were good guys, but the work ethic sucked. And I knew what kind of wife and mother I wanted to be in the future. So instead of holding on to a situation that was not conducive to who I wanted to be, I left and I found my person. Make those hard decisions now. Yes, they will hurt, but guess what? Your future self will thank you. I know it's scary, but baby, it's gonna be worth it.
Big sister hygiene tips from a girl whose mom taught her amazing hygiene. Get yourself a tongue scraper, even if you don't feel like brushing your teeth after you've had garlic, onions, a meal that is sitting on your tongue. Scrape your tongue. I promise you that'll make all the difference. Now you can probably use like a facial pad for this, but I just spray this with a little bit of clove water and wipe the insides of my ears so no blackheads grow. When spraying any perfume, don't forget your heat points. So like behind your neck, behind your elbow, and behind your knees, and even on your stomach, because that part heats up and it will expel the smell. Your lady wallet. The inside, no soap. The outside, the flaps, dial, or antibacterial soap, point blank, period. Use your nails too around the man in the boat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If I have to draw a diagram, I will. When in doubt, use rubbing alcohol. What I mean by this is I carry a tiny bottle of rubbing alcohol. And let's say I'm going swimming, I forgot my deodorant to bring it. So obviously that deodorant is going to wipe off. So after I get out of the pool, I'm spraying a wipey or a towel, whatever, and wiping my armpits so that they don't smell.
Here are some things that I wish I knew and understood and didn't take for granted as a beginner lifter or beginner gym goer. Drink your fucking protein. A normal American diet does not have enough protein in it for you to build all the muscle that you're working when you're lifting. Whey isolate is gonna be your best friend. One I take is ISO 100 by the brand Dynamitize. It's just whey isolate. There's no additional like ingredients. There's no sugar. Very low carb, only 2 grams, and it has a good amount of protein. So when you're taking your protein and it's whey isolate, it's not gonna like affect the rest of your macros that much because there's only 2 grams of carbs and no fat. I'll put a little disclaimer. This advice is not gonna work for everyone, but assuming that a majority of you guys following me want that hourglass figure, stop doing ab workouts. Stop it. If you like doing ab workouts, go ahead. Just like how I love doing chest workouts and I'm starting to look like a man, but I just love doing it and I will sacrifice looking like a man to do the workout that I like doing. You must know what your workouts or what your lifts and what your exercises are doing for you. Ab workouts, not gonna give you a flat stomach. Remember when there was like that Chloe Ting phase where she taught you guys how to like do ab workouts to get an hourglass figure? No, she only has an hourglass figure and a flat stomach because she's skinny. Nothing wrong with that. I feel like I need to put a lot of disclaimers on here because information is going out to a lot of people. There's gonna be a lot of people that don't like what I'm saying. How you're gonna burn fat is you need a weight lift. When you weight lift, your metabolism increases and you burn more calories throughout the day. Even when you're not doing anything, you're burning calories because you already weight lift. Obviously, it's a lot more complicated than that, but I'm just trying to dumb it down for those who just want quick information. Don't up your weight until you have the right form. If your form gives up, lower the weight a little bit and work on your form. It's called ego lifting. I sometimes ego lift, but most of the time I am training for hypertrophy. Ego lifting is very dangerous. You should only do it when you have a spotter and if you're like really are focusing on your form. Other than that, just don't injure yourself, please. Going off of that, the stronger you get, you're gonna start lifting heavier. You need to start getting the right equipment. Sleeves, belts, wrist straps, all of that. It's gonna really help you. It's not cheating, it's just gonna help you. Just have a good attitude at the gym. I know that I have a bitch face at the gym, but you know, whenever someone comes up to me and talks to me, there's always a smile on my face when I'm being talked to. Last thing I want to mention, the progress that you make during the first year of your lift is the most progress you will ever make in such a short amount of time.
Advice I would give to my little sister about high school if I had one. Number 1, do not talk about nobody if you don't know how to fight. Them girls in high school are way different than they are in middle school. If you're gonna talk about somebody, just talk about them in your head, okay? Okay. Always ask your teacher for help if you need help. Don't be scared if you're gonna look dumb. I was definitely one of those girls who didn't want to look dumb, but then I realized, how are you gonna learn if you don't ask questions? That's the only way you're gonna understand what you're learning. You gotta stop caring about what people think about you. That's only gonna hurt you, girl. Number 3, make genuine friends and not just friends who are popular. 9 times out of 10, the most popular girls are the meanest girls on campus. When you're looking for friends, you need to look at people who have your best interests as a person and who also has similar values to what you believe in. In high school, you don't always have to follow the crowd and hang with the crew. You could be solo dolo, boo-boo. Life for part 2.